park this time again. um, so if you're watching this on it's not on live, I'm Rosie Moran. I'm a sex and relationship therapist, and in this live I want to talk about, sorry, I just want to show you this tree. There's this tree that's behind me here. It's beautiful, and I wanted to talk about loneliness, sexual loneliness in a relationship, and how you can heal and resolve that, because sex is so taboo, and often we can have this in our relationship where we feel like we can't. I've spoken about loneliness on my channel a lot before, and I feel like it's very prominent and prevalent in a relationship, because relationship will trigger all of our stuff from our childhood, and sex can trigger a lot of that as well, because we can feel that when we're growing up, we don't feel like we can tell our parents when we're feeling sexual, and we're feeling feelings, and so that creates loneliness, feeling sexual with our body, feeling like our body's changing, feeling sensitive around like sex, very taboo. So that can create loneliness, and you cope with it and you don't even realize it until probably when maybe you get into a relationship, and you don't even realize it at a conscious level at all anyway. So what I wanted to talk about is going back to your roots. So often we need to, I've spoken about this before, and we have to sometimes go back to our roots to heal, and that means feeling the problem and going back to where it started. And it can be as young as being in the womb, or it can be as young as being a small baby, or when you might have more conscious memory of being a child and feeling lonely. And when we go back to those times, and we can hold the loneliness, and we just hold those feelings of so we go in and see the little child who's feeling alone, and tell them it's okay, and parent ourselves, then we begin to hold the loneliness, and this begins to empower us in the situation that we are currently in as adults, that we feel lonely in. So instead of feeling lonely and isolated, we begin to feel connected and able to speak our truth and connect with people, because we're connecting with the loneliness from the past. So I had this inspiration when I was coming close to this tree. It's so lovely. I'll just show you guys. There's this look at this tree. It's so amazing. It's like a cradle. It holds your energy. And as people already know, I'm very spiritual, and I connect with energy all the time. And literally, as soon as I come close to this tree and place my hand on it, I felt all this energy it was like connecting with all the roots within me, like my blood vessels, because it's as you can see, it's kind of, it reminds me a bit of like veins, like the way because it's like a hand holding you, but then it also glows up like veins, like going all around your body. And so I've really felt like it was giving me all this energy, like right from the roots of this tree, like right up through my body, and it was making me feel more connected with like myself, and just feeling more proud of what I'm talking about, because sometimes I feel very low on my path, even though I'm a sex and relationship therapist. Sometimes I feel very alone, like doing what I do, because even in my relationship sometimes I feel alone, because it is I work in a different way. I do sexual performance as part of my work, and I love doing that. I love being really sexual, but I'm also a professional, and sometimes that's not seen, like the two don't go hand in hand. Like sex and being a sex performer and sex worker is seen as taboo, and being a professional is seen as accepted and respected. And so I have to hold those two, and it can be very lonely. And then sometimes in my relationship I can feel lonely, because even though I talk to Marcus about everything, I feel that sometimes we have different approaches, and it can feel, you know, quite isolating, but even though we resolve it in the end. So I think I just wanted to help people reach by talking about my own loneliness and myself. Good morning. Sorry, Bob's. If anyone's watching this off the live, Bob's your uncle. Good morning, Rosie. I understand your philosophy here. I can also relate. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you can relate. Yeah, this is the thing. It's about sometimes, you know, when if you can look at people who look like they've got their lives together, but actually they're quite alone as well, and they're struggling. They're like a swan, like they're showing themselves presenting well, but actually underneath the water they're struggling. And I think it's about being honest as well with where you're at. That also helps you connect with yourself and actually helps you be honest. Being honest helps you resolve the problem within yourself too, because you're recognizing I've got a problem, therefore you're not shutting it out and dismissing it. So that's that's what I wanted to say for this kind of live. And yeah, just go connect with nature. Like, it's amazing. The trees are everywhere in the world. You know, go and connect with them and give yourself that healing, give yourself that time, and just know that you are wonderful. Like, whatever you're going through, just know that you can achieve anything. And actually the loneliness can be the greatest gift of all, because it can show you your power and how you can create anything. But thank you so much for watching, whoever's watching, and if you watch this after the live. And God bless you all, and I will speak to you all soon. And like I said, if you've got my website and my email address will be in the description of this video. God bless you. Namaste. Bye.